Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino List's top 12 most anticipated games of 2025 as expressed in the introductory month of January. We're halfway through January and so far I've played literally nothing new, but this list still fills me with confidence that 2025 is going to be a terrific year for games as long as they don't all get delayed into infinity or have terrible things wrong with them. Presented in order. Number 12, Carmen Sandiego. Apparently they're bringing this back. Only millennials will understand the joys of going to the computer lab in elementary school or field trips to the public library and booting up Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego as a kid, only to have no fucking idea what to do. I have very fond memories of not understanding this game at all. I just like trying to find where Carmen Sandiego was and guessing everything wrong at every juncture, until finally brute forcing my way to the answer. Am I remembering wrong, or were we not supposed to find Carmen Sandiego in order to arrest her? In this new game, it looks like you play as her to arrest other people, and I don't know if that's a departure or if 7-year-old Albino was just retarded the whole time. The most distinct memory in my head is always watching Carmen get on a plane gripping a rope ladder like she was escaping somewhere, so I don't know, man. This art style does not hit compared to the original, though, that's for sure, and there are some telltale signs that maybe this IP is about to get desecrated, but I still hold out hope that it triumphs into a fun game, and now that I'm 30, I'll probably know how to play it. Number 11, Professor Layton in the New World of Steam. Layton games are always a delight. My brain can only handle a certain amount of puzzles in a row, but I enjoy figuring them out and stepping into a world where everyone just has puzzles they carry with them places to see if random strangers can solve them. Numbers, logic, patterns, spatial reasoning, whatever the topic, you can be sure I'll solve it as long as you don't put a time limit on it and let me spend way too long on each one. Number 10, Mugenics. I was just scrolling through GameSpot's upcoming games of 2025 list, and this was on there. I had no idea they were this close to finishing. This dude has been working on and off on Mugenics for over a decade, and it's apparently gone through a lot of changes. The current branding as a tactical role-playing roguelite is something I usually like, so this could be a nice under-the-radar surprise. Number 9, Grand Theft Auto 6. How is this number 9? I'm not really a Grand Theft Auto guy. I admit the twerking looks super HD in this one, and there's obviously no disputing that basically everyone thinks this will be the biggest game of whatever year it drops, but it's not really my style. I played GTA 5 and kinda liked some of it, but didn't do a whole lot, but I'll still get this and see if I get more into it. I'm more of a first-person open-world RPG guy. If there's gonna be a game I sink hundreds of hours into like Skyrim or Cyberpunk. Number 8, Borderlands 4. Borderlands is one of those franchises that's carried by its bones. The core foundation of multiplayer looter-shooter RPG action is so solid that it doesn't matter if everything else sucks, like the story or the characters or the comedy. There is absolutely no telling if Borderlands 4 will be any degree of quality beyond its bones, but I'm buying it for the bones so me and my friends can have bones. Number 7, Avowed. This game's hype has been taking some hits here and there. The community relations have been, shall we say, strained. But Avowed is an RPG being made by Obsidian, makers of the Outer Worlds, which I liked, and Grounded, which is super underrated. Obsidian, if you're listening, please put fast travel in Grounded. It's like the only thing holding it back from being near perfect. I don't know how big Avowed is, but even a bite-sized version of an immersive RPG is something my gaming stomach needs right now to avoid eating itself. Number 6, Split Fiction. I think It Takes Two is one of the most overrated games out there, especially as a Game of the Year winner, but the next game from those people looks like it might actually achieve those lofty expectations. Another co-op adventure, Split Fiction's wacky genre-bending fluidity between the sci-fi and medieval settings promises to be interesting and entertaining, provided you have enough social battery to find someone to play it with. Number 5, Ghost of Yotei. With the advent of Marvel Rivals, I can't stop thinking about how cool it would be if instead of a Ghost of Tsushima sequel, this was just a Tsushima-like, starring Psylocke as the protagonist. Imagine this formula, but the samurai also has psychic powers. Sucker Punch has done superheroes before, they'd knock that shit out of the park. Marvel needs to make big games for their lesser-known characters to bring them into the spotlight. For what it is, though, Ghost of Yotei will probably just end up being more Ghost of Tsushima, which is all anyone really wants anyway. I'm not even sure how they could dramatically improve it, but I'm ready to see them try. Number 4, Judas. It's basically a spiritual successor to BioShock from the creator of it, and with time I think people have forgotten what a massive deal that game was. The original BioShock was hailed as one of the greatest games ever made. It was getting tens from tons of gaming outlets, and its story made a huge cultural impact on the industry. Would you kindly is still a phrase burned into the morphogenetic field of gamer memory, so getting a game that looks like a modern BioShock is about to be legendary all over again. Number 3, Doom the Dark Ages. It's more Doom. What more could you ask for besides a gun that crunches up bones and shoots the chunks at enemies? Oh, this game has that too? All the boxes are checked then, no notes. Number 2, Civilization 7. The earliest arrival on this list, coming out early February, Civilization 7 needs to stop dampening my excitement for it by making prospectors hit the gritty in their promotional material. You are not Fortnite. Please do not ever become it. Civ 6 was a late obsession for me. I joined the party long after it was over, but even playing against AI was just a fun time, and after a good hour of watching guides on how the hell to play it, I was hooked. Civilization 7 adds a lot more build variety to the mix, with upgrades and evolutions that keep your chosen Civ relevant no matter what age you're in. It looks terrific visually. They got the lady from one of my favorite franchises, Hitman, to be the narrator, which works perfectly, and I've got a sizable group of Civ friends ready and waiting to tackle this thing head on and finally finish a goddamn match. Number 1, Hollow Knight Silksong. We're coping out here. Care to join? It's 2025. We're getting Silksong. It's gonna be here. They're gonna announce the release date at the next Nintendo Direct as they dive deeper into the Switch 2. Silksong was first announced at a Nintendo thing way back in I don't even want to think about it, and so it shall be that this next Direct lays its release date bare and quells the unrest of our gaming citizenry. No longer will every showcase livestream chat be inundated with cries for Silksong. The people will be satiated and their desires fulfilled. Join us now in preemptive celebration, for the second coming of Silksong is nigh. Well, that's going to do it for this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Watch all my other videos while you anxiously await the first real game to launch this year, and I'll see you guys next time.